parcel, but there's a piece of it we could parse out and make that available for surplus. Category D, there's three here. The most important one that's in there is Buchan Airport, a significant parcel off of Old Inglewood Road in Inglewood. And just if the board wanted to consider doing something different with that, we do operate that at roughly $30,000 a year, and we have revenues of roughly $5,000 a year to support that. So it's upside down on the cost, and there is little public benefit to that asset. So if the board wanted to consider something different, we could come back for a further discussion at another time.
Yeah. Let me comment on that one. I kind of, I see the expression on your face, and I'm kind of the same thing on this, in that not knowing the full history of it, when you read an airport, it's really a big, large grass field. There's no control tower, there's none of that, and there is a very passionate group about that airport, but it's a very small group, and I think we got to ask those questions. Why are we in this business in this day and time? And so I'm willing to inquire a little further about that. Mr. Caraggiolo.
Yeah, I mean, any idea of how many aircraft are based there?
There's roughly a half a dozen, I understand, that they have hangars adjacent to residential parcels that flank the west side of the airstrip, and I understand there's a large file on Buchan Airport. I haven't had time to dig through it, but there's.
I noticed that Mr. DeMarche has touched his button, so I'm going to stop now.
We also need to go back and look through the litigation history, because there is litigation that came out of this, and because there were a couple of homes which are actually abutting the property that taxi aircraft onto the property.
Yeah,
so there's a lot in the files.
Do they have their own concurrency requirements?
Yeah, it would just be, I'm not familiar with it. I've been there, I know it, but I don't know what requirements have been placed on Sarasota County. FAA doesn't manage it. It just seems like
it's on their maps. It's on their
is it?
schedules.
That's,
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
fully compliant with FAA.
okay. So it's saying, why are we in this business as the owner of it? And what are our duties? What are our responsibilities? So I think it's worth knowing a little bit more about.
Okay. And lastly, there are 10 already declared surplus properties that are in various stages